we're almost ready to seal it up. A couple of the things that we need to do just to prep things, we wipe off the frame with some goof off or some kind of solvent that's going to help keep it clean and make sure that the sealant adheres. We also want to go through and put our little plastic plugs over all the 3/8 holes that we used to mount the window itself. So it should be a little decorative plug from most manufacturers to cover up where the screws are. And we'll go ahead and put those in as we move along. And now we're ready to run that interior sealant bead. Can you get close up in here? Because here's what I'd like to show folks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mount it right in the corner. I'm going to make a little bubble in front of it, and I'm going to drag my caulking gun through the little bubble. I'm monitoring it on the front side. Should be able to have a very consistent bead. You can see this, so we're going to try to run a little bead on the side here. We're going to start at the top corner and make a small bubble in front of the caulking gun, and then run the caulking gun through that bubble in order to give us a nice uniform bead all the way around. This is really one of the most complicated parts of doing a pretty installation. One of the things I like to do in order to make it look nice and pretty is go ahead and use some foaming glass cleaner, put it over the bead. And what that does is that wets the surface of the caulking bead so that I can then use my finger to tool it nice and flat and get a nice, pretty, consistent result all the way across. The liquid prevents it from sticking in places where I didn't already apply it. And it also makes what's there want to be able to be pushed back into the opening in order to get a real nice seal. So again, I'm going to go up high here. Just run a little layer of that. And use my finger to just push that back in and make a nice, smooth, consistent bead. When done correctly, should look pretty much like part of the window. I always use a paintable sealant for the interior. This one's called an OSI quad. I like it quite a bit because it's rubberized and yet paintable. And that's how we run free caulking.